This is Jess, Wes and our daughter Izzy. After selling our house and most of our possessions at the end of 2021, we've packed up our Van Bevan to tour Australia. We are Life is VANderful.
So we started our Yorke Peninsula trip now. We stopped at a beachside camp here at Ardrossan, I think that's how you say it, or that's maybe not how you say it or spell it. So yeah, we're padding out time. No, that sounds wrong, doesn't it? We're not padding out time at all. We want to explore this area, but we're going to explore it, the Yorke Peninsula, and it's also called the Copper Coast. And we're going to circle back to Adelaide for a very special birthday present for Isabelle, but it's a secret, so I'm not allowed to say what it is. But we need to spend a week exploring this sort of area and other places. Then we'll go back to Adelaide because we've got a little extra special treat for Isabelle. Day 2 on the Yorke Peninsula. So we're just checking out some art on some silos and water towers today, Pink Lake, and then we're going to drive to Yorketown. Just a quiet day. We'll get the drone up and check out this art on this water tower. Oh, and eating an apple from that we picked yesterday. So we are just out of Yorketown, really windy here at the moment, and there's a whole lot of pink lakes dotted around the area. So bottom of the Yorke Peninsula, and we stopped at the one called Pink Lake, very imaginatively themed, and we'll get the drone up and have a look. And I don't think you can walk on this one, just a bit of a viewing area. So it's quite a nice shade of pink, I guess, and it changes with rainfall and sunshine levels, just how pink or grey or blue all these lakes are.
We've just been flying the drone following the car, and Wes is about to catch the droney.
Landing.
Got it. I did something really stupid today. I slipped on the playground playing with Izzy. I was trying to look after her from a really tall, like 2-story slide. I thought it was really high, and it was. And I was trying to help her, and I slipped. It was really, I guess as they say, a slippery slide, a metal one, and slipped down and went A over T and smacked my head. So now I've got a lovely bump on the back of my head, sore stars, headache, and good thing I shaved my head last night, because I don't think I would be wanting to touch the back of my head with a shaver today. Come back! Just read an information board that said there's over 200 salt lakes in this area, and they were once going to name it Salt Lake City. So that's today's little factoid. But yeah, so we're in Yorketown, and that's where we're staying tonight. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. We are at Stenhouse Bay Jetty, yeah, and we're on the Yorke Peninsula. So it's day 3.
Day 2.
Lost track.
Peninsula. Yeah, day 2, I think.
We stayed in York.
Three.
Day 3. We stayed in Yorketown last night, and about an hour's drive to get here to Stenhouse Bay Jetty, and we're going to camp in this national park tonight. Go check out a few other things, do some walking, and yeah, looks like a really nice jetty, and there's no one here except us.
Again.
So the reason we have this jetty here is it used to be a gypsum mine back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, up until the 70s, and some ruins see behind us from the old mine here. So we've come to Cape Spencer Lighthouse here in the National Park. We've come here not so much for the lighthouse, but for this view. We're staying at Cable Beach tonight, or Cable Bay Beach I think it's called, and right by the beach, as the name would suggest, funnily enough. Sun setting behind us. We've just made a fire, and we're 20 steps from this lovely beach and lovely sunset. Hi there, we're at Inneston this morning. We're going to do an historic walk. It's an old mining town here that's been left relatively intact apparently. So we're in the national park. It's just a 2-kilometre walk and we've got up pretty early for us. Only ones here, and we're going to go walk and check out what this has to offer. It's a gypsum lake, so they used to mine the lake and dredge it in summer when it was completely dry, and there's still remnants of the channels that they dug. So there's the high point here where I'm standing, so you can come out to the middle of the lake and walk on water. So we're in the bakery, and they still have the original ovens from the 1920s, 1910s. It's over 100 years old that they used to bake here with, which is pretty awesome. Wild emus. So hopefully you can hear me. The waves are crashing really loud and really big waves at the moment. So we've come to another spot on the Yorke Peninsula in the national park. It's called the Ethel wreck. So apparently there's a wreck of a ship named the Ethel down there on the beach somewhere. I don't know how good it is, might be submerged by water, but we'll go down the stairs here and go have a look and see what it's like. So it's a really cool beach, wasn't it, Izzy? A really cool wreck. Huge waves. Tried to video them, but kept on missing the best and biggest waves. But the only bad part about it is we've got to go up these steep stairs, and I've got to carry Izzy. Good morning from a wet and rainy, where are you, Moonta Bay?
Moonta Bay Jetty.
Yeah, we stayed in Port Hughes last night, came up the west coast of the Yorke Peninsula, and this Yorke Peninsula, or this part of the Yorke Peninsula, is called the Copper Coast because of all the mining they do here. We had the most magical sunset last night, didn't we?
It was beautiful. Our first sort of west-facing beach sunset over the jetty. Very red.
Yeah, so we spent yesterday in the national park and drove up the west coast, as you said, to Port Hughes. We're in Moonta Bay now, and it is really wet. We're going to go for a walk out onto the jetty. but this is our view at the moment. So they've got some old copper mines here, might check that out, and then go to Wallaroo, Kadina, and then we're circling back to Adelaide, staying there for a few days for a little surprise for Izzy for her birthday, before we continue going west after that. So that's where we're up to. So it's been a bit of a rainy morning. We've come to where are we, Izzy?
Moonta.
We've come to Moonta. We checked out the mines, but a lot of them are getting restored. But we just had a stroll through the town, looked at some art. We did some crucial grocery shopping that we needed for the next couple of days, and now we're going to head back to Adelaide. We're staying at West Beach near Glenelg for a couple of nights. Going to catch up with some friends, and also staying there for Isabelle's surprise.